What's going on, Charles Botensten? We got a little hair adjustment right there. Just wanted to go live. The coloring and the everything doesn't look that good, but let me just see if we can clear off this lens a little bit. Sorry about this. Obviously, this is what happens on a live stream. There we go. All right, that did nothing, but it is what it is. All right, so obviously this is probably not going to be the most watched video. However, it's one of those mindset things that it's not about being sick. It's funny, when I was down in Florida, my parents were like, "What kind of girl do you want?" It's not about the type of girl that I want, physically. It's about what's her mindset. What does she want to do? Number one, does she go to the gym? Does she eat right? Because actually doing that is a lot harder than actually picking the physical features, because that's all I'm thinking about is a mindset. And this is the exact same thing with getting sick, is that this is a mindset. If you like getting sick, if you want to get sick, if you continuously get sick, those are two different things, okay? Continuously getting sick is totally different than I want to continuously get sick. So if you continuously get sick, that means you're doing something wrong. That's your mindset, that's your diet, that's your non-exercise. There's a lot of things that go into getting sick, okay? So my sister-in-law, she gets sick all the time, okay? And she doesn't want to get sick. And I told her that literally I made a declaration about 5 years ago now, and I said, I don't get sick. And I literally have only gotten sick once, and it was last year. In the last 5 years, Gary Vaynerchuk also has said that. If you say, I am not one to get sick, your body goes, okay. I swear it works, okay? We could start there, then go to your diet, then go to the exercise. How much are you sleeping? How much are you moving? How much are you exercising? So that's the first thing, okay? The second thing is, when you say, I want to get sick, that's a mindset, okay? And I actually wrote down a couple of things. There's two types of people. There's the high performers, someone like you guys and myself and, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, these guys that are running multi-billion-dollar companies. Obviously, I'm not running a multi-billion-dollar company yet. However, when they get sick, they don't want to get sick. They don't want to get sick for the simple fact that they are literally running on all cylinders at all times. Jeff Bezos has that famous quote out there where someone asked him for a lunch appointment or a lunch engagement. He goes, "Are you kidding me? I can't even find 15 seconds to shave off brushing my teeth." Elon Musk has come out there and he said, "Listen, I wish I could eat faster." Okay, eating takes too long. So he'll probably think of a way to literally just make it into a juice, and then you eat a juice, but then I don't know if it comes out juicy. I don't know how that's gonna work. But if you have the mindset where you go, I actually like getting sick, okay, that's not good, okay? And I'll explain why, okay? And let me just preface this. I was coming back from Florida, obviously on Monday. Came back on Florida. My head was really heavy, and I was like, "That's weird." On Sunday, I was a little out of it. I slept well. I didn't eat as well as I wanted to, and I didn't exercise at all during those 4 days when I was in Florida because I was with my folks and blah blah blah. I could come up with excuses. I probably could have, but I didn't. Okay, and on Sunday, I felt a little, I felt like something was coming down. I was like, "That's really weird." Then on Monday, when I came back into the city, into New York City, and I do my trampoline, I bounce around on the trampoline, and I do my affirmations. My head was just so heavy, and it felt like I was hungover or I had a headache or something. It was just like this weird. I was like, wow. It was the first time that I came back, and I actually it didn't feel normal. So I started thinking, I'm like, shit. I'm like, do I go into work? Do I not go into work? I had some appointments, and I literally thought of this. Monday, as I'm on the trampoline, I said, I have accountability to the YouTube channel, I have accountability to the Facebook channel, and I have accountability to make the calls that I said I would make, because I said I would make the calls all the way to the end of the year, actually all the way until next year, because I started February 20th, 2018, so I'm going to go to February 19th, 2019. Accountability, number one. Number two is I knew that if I actually stayed home, a couple things would happen. I would eat like shit. I would break the habits of actually doing the YouTube channel, doing the Facebook channel. So it wasn't even breaking the habit. The Linkin Park song just came into my head. And then Dr. Joe Dispenza has an amazing, what's up, Paul? I love the consistency. That's what I'm talking about. That's accountability right there. And what you have to say in your mind is, okay, when I'm sick, and then I'll talk about the people that want to get sick, okay? The reason I didn't want to get sick, I'm not running a multi-billion-dollar organization where people are depending on me every single day, like Zuckerberg, Musk, Bezos, Bronson, all these bigwigs yet. That's all mindset, not running it yet. However, I knew that I'm on that journey. Okay, I'm on that path, and I know there's a hockey stick growth. I've already felt a little of the hockey stick growth, and if I just literally slice it up for one day, I have an addictive personality. Addictive in a good way, which means if I'm addicted to work, I'm addicted to work. If I'm addicted to sugar, I just go fucking all in. If I'm out at dinner and I'm drinking, I go all in. And that's the thing, is that I'm so present. I'm always 100%. And if I got sick and I stayed home on Monday, I guarantee I wouldn't be feeling as good. My boy Erwin, how we doing? I wouldn't be feeling as good today. So I thought of three things: the habits, the accountability, and the consistency. Okay? That's the difference. The normal people, what's up, my man Chris? And the people, I love how Paul starts it off and now everyone's doing the shout out. The YouTube, so under here, and then I wrote normal people. Okay, normal people want to get sick because they don't have to go to work. Okay, there is no accountability. Okay, this guy that I work out with, great guy. He's been traveling. He's a total stud. He's a handsome guy. He's making a ton of dough. He's probably banging a bunch of girls. Not saying like that's what you need to do, but he's 36. He's living a pretty good life right now. He's making, obviously he wants to get, not obviously, but he's told me he wants to get married, and he for whatever reason has that normal mindset of, I'm sick, I'm not going to work, and he's literally missed gym sessions 2 of the last 3 weeks, actually 3. So you're talking about 5 days a week. The reason is that he doesn't like his job. Okay, and when you don't like your job, you don't care if you miss work. You don't care if you take 2 days off. You don't care if you're sick, and you actually enjoy it because then you can eat whatever you want. You're just sitting down. You can watch TV. You could be on social media. You could watch YouTube clips. It's easy. It's fun. It's settling. That's really what it comes down to. You guys already know the 3 things that I really despise: excuses, complaining, and settling. I'll tell you one thing. I was actually talking to that guy after our gym class today, and I can't recommend going to gym classes enough. Like, the girls are unbelievable because they're positive, they're fun, they're outgoing, they're smiling, and obviously they're good to look at. The guys are cool as hell. They're people that you want to hang out with because it's not easy going to a gym class that's going to fuck you up for 45 minutes, wipe you out, and then you're like, okay, let's go to work now. Let's shower and let's go to work. Highly recommend it. So I was talking with one of the guys, the guy that actually doesn't like his work, but he has this incredible social life. I'm the opposite. I enjoy my work. I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy my lifestyle, but my relationships are suffering. Relationships, not with my family, a little bit with my friends, but definitely with girls, because I know if they sleep over, then I can't do my affirmations and journaling and meditating because they have this whole thing. I'll talk about the job in a second. So I told him, I said, this is the first time that I came back and I actually questioned the New York City atmosphere and environment. This is the first time that I ever did that I went to on vacation. I don't really go on vacation. I don't like just sitting down. Like, I feel it's a waste of time. I'd rather go to a seminar, and I call that a vacation. I go see Tom Ferry or Tony Robbins or Grant Cardone or Brian Tracy, Jack Canfield. I see one of these guys and I call that a vacation because usually they're in Arizona or Miami, Florida, San Diego, beautiful places. So I call that a vacation. So this is the first time that I came back, and it took me 2 days. Look at my other YouTube videos. It took me over 2 days to acclimate. So I told him that, and I said, listen, it was the first time I actually unplugged. And he said, you know what? And then I said, I can see why people live in Florida. And he says, it gets old quick. And in my mind, I actually said it out loud. I said, yeah, they settle. And I look at the people that moved to Florida. My ex-girlfriend, who's married, she's doing good, but she settled because, literally at 29, 28, she's like, you know what, this isn't for me. She went down to Florida and she settled. I don't know about how good her husband is. My other ex-girlfriend, she settled because she thought the number on how old she was, also she needed to have kids and be married and everything else, and got married like literally 6 months after meeting the guy, and I know she settled. She went from like me to this guy who's a total noodle face. And you settle if you don't actually drag yourself out, okay? So why does he not like his job? listen, the big corporations that, if you look around here, this is New York City. Those are 40-story buildings. Yeah, noodle face. You should hear the poopy face. I got some other ones. A knob. I like that one. That's New York City. That's 40 stories of people that, you know, I'm literally looking out. There's a guy right there. There's a woman right there. This is the fashion industry. There's tons of mannequins and people are putting things on. There could be, you know, they go into the fashion industry thinking it's one thing, but it's not. You're working for a big corporation who says, this is the colors, this is the style, this is what we're going to produce. Make it. Put it on the mannequin, make sure it fits, okay? They don't like it because there's no future. There's nothing. You know, the book that I'm reading now, actually I just finished this morning, it's called Barking Up the Wrong Tree, and now I'm getting into Grit by Angela Duckworth. You know, too many people recommended that. I already know the basis of it. However, literally in there, if you don't see a future, at your job, let alone your life. You know, people say your midlife crisis. You know, what is that? That happens 6 years, typically 6 years, because most people get married at 29, 28, 29. In the United States, they get married 6 years in, so that's 35 to about 36 years old. They're 6 years into their marriage. They probably have a 2-year-old, maybe another one that's like 12 months old, so they have 2 kids, okay? And the reason that they don't, or the reason that they have a midlife crisis is they say, you know what, shit, I may have settled either for my wife, my job, my location, for my body, for my mindset. I may have settled, you know? Your habits, what kind of habits are you going to change if you get married and everything else? That's why I'm literally looking for not the perfect one, but pretty much the perfect one, okay? And that starts, literally goes back, before I start making my calls, goes back to the beginning, which is, can you afford to get sick? Because, and I'm not talking about money-wise, it will ultimately come down to money-wise, but I mean, if you want to get sick, laziness, no habits, eating like shit, you get to sit on a couch, it affects your whole life. And I know that. So I literally put in my mind, I said, I don't get sick. Okay, and I literally beat the cold on Monday. I just went to work, and then Tuesday I felt a little bit better, and then Wednesday I felt like a rock star. What's today? Thursday? Friday? Today's Thursday. Okay, that's the way it should be. And then the people, the high performers, Zuckerbergs and everyone else, they can't afford to get sick because their company depends on them. I, myself, and you guys cannot afford to get sick because you're breaking a habit that, hopefully, that you're putting in place. Eating right, exercising. I can't tell you the benefits of exercising. You know, the people you meet, how good you feel. You're starting the day off right, and obviously that just rolls right into work. And then obviously you feel good because you see yourself looking better. All right, you guys can't afford to get sick because, like everyone else, it's easy to do what is easy. Watch TV, social media, and everything else. All right, so leave your comments below. Tomorrow I'm actually going to be talking about. Tomorrow is my 2018, tomorrow's my 9th year in real estate. And I'm going to be talking about my real estate story. And I'm just going to go really in depth with it. So I know Erwin's hopefully going to be tuning in because I know he's in real estate. And anyone else, if you guys, Paul, you're in real estate as well, right? So if you guys have any questions with that and or starting a business, then on Saturdays, literally my 4-year BPI anniversary, which is really funny. And then Monday, I'm going to be talking about this guy who I just passed in the hallway. He goes, I just want to make everybody feel good. So we're going to be talking about that on Monday. So tomorrow, my real estate story. If you guys want anything, you know, we're all on this journey together. And honestly, the Facebook Live is freaking awesome. Let me know how the audio is. I have this adapter that is charging the phone and has an external microphone on a tripod. Literally, you guys should see the setup that I got going on just for you guys. So leave your comments below, share the video, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Gonna hop over, make my sales calls. Wow, 9:25. Make my sales calls at facebook.com/Botensten right now. Talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome day. Accountability, baby. What are we doing today? I'm making my calls right now.